Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and today I was thinking about this, and I don't know if I'm gonna make like a series, like come up with a name for it and everything, or if I'm just gonna like make videos like this but not necessarily have like a specified name to categorize these videos as. But I don't know if you guys even care about that anyways. I am at a park right now, so if there's like a lot of background noise and kids screaming and stuff, I apologize. I'll try to edit that as much as I can when I edit this video. But today I wanted to talk about Glee. I recently, well, not too recently, but semi-recently started watching Glee. I had heard about it a lot, but I'd never had even seen like even a clip of it. So I really had no idea about anything that had to do with it. I just knew that it was about like music, a glee club. That was basically it. So I think right now I'm on season 3, and I'm watching his recap, or I think it's what it's called, a recap of part 1. Part 1 of his recap, since that is what season 1 through 3. So I watched another series too, just because I wanted to be able to watch Mike's video and know what he was talking about. Like, that's part of the reason why I'm watching Glee right now too, because I saw that he had a video for it, and he is like just really entertaining and fun and funny to watch. So that is part of the reason why I even started watching Glee. But I'm just gonna give like my thoughts on Glee so far. Character wise, I love Mercedes. She is so amazing. I absolutely love her voice. She just sounds so pretty all the time. Her vocals are just incredible, and I think that she's like probably the best singer on the show, like generally. Like, I know they all have their strong suits, but I think that she is able to just do a lot more. And I just love her. She's so talented. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take care of TCP. Oh, hey baby. And then Rachel Berry. I honestly don't really know how to feel about her. Like, some of the things I can relate to her on, but most of the things I'm just like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, I just don't like what you're doing right now, or like ever. And Finn, I don't think I really have any type of feelings towards that character. I just feel like he's really neutral. I I don't know. I feel like a lot of his storylines are connected to other people, and those other people have the more what's like it's just more their storyline than his. He's just kind of like a side character in other people's storylines, I feel like. Or maybe it's just the storylines that are coming to mind right now. But I just don't particularly have an opinion on him. Like, I don't dislike him, but I don't like him. Um Kurt. Kurt, he well, I feel like if I want to talk about Kurt, I have to talk about Blaine too. Like, Kurt and Blaine are so cute. They're my favorite couple. I am so happy that they got together and that they're a couple, and I'm really hoping that they don't break up, because that's gonna be so sad. That is like one of the main things that I love about that show right now. Kurt and Blaine is super talented. Kurt is super talented too. Like, Kurt doesn't get to sing that much, but when he does such a good job. But Blaine, he does get to sing pretty often, and I don't know. I just think Blaine is cute, so I feel like Blaine just gets extra points just because of that. And what else? I I'm trying to think of like storylines for Kurt. I feel like I think his dad is pretty integrated into the storylines. I know right now his dad is he he's a congressman. Is that what he is? I don't even remember. But he's like he was running against Sue. Oh my gosh, Sue. Okay, so hopefully I ended my thought on Kurt and his family. Sue. Oh my gosh, she is just iconic. Like her. Oh my gosh. If you watch Glee, tell me what your thoughts are on. Wait, tell me what your thoughts are on Sue. Okay. Well, there are some points where it's just distasteful from the things that are written in her script. But if I don't think about those things, I just think about her other uh, words and behaviors. She is one of my favorite characters, or my favorite character. I don't know. I think she's just so great and she's just so unfiltered and says whatever. And I wouldn't necessarily be rude to people, but just in this context where it's not real and it's just a show, like it's it brings me some laughter. Oh, right now that Irish guy is there. I don't know his name. But his character, he I don't know, I think he's cute. He's just like smiley and he is missing home and you know, I just think he's a cute little character and I just think that he's a good addition there. It's just he's very neutral and there's not too much drama really. So I just think he's a good neutral character and I'm glad that we have him right now. Brittany and oh my gosh, what's her name? It's not Savannah, no. What is her name? Oh my gosh, okay, Santana. I was close, wow. Brittany and Santana, I'm gonna do them both at the same time because I don't think I have too much to say about either of them either. I just think that Brittany is a super good dancer. The Brittany episode where Brittany was Britney Spears, like her dancing was so good. I love her dance. Her dance skills are really good. And then Santana, I love her voice. She has I think Rachel has more of like a more lighter feminine type voice and then Santana has a lot more like power behind it, I feel like. And it's not as high pitched. So I just think that Santana sounds really good and she can project and I just really like her voice and I like when she gets to sing. I think she's starting to get to sing a lot more than she used to, which is fun to hear. Almost forgot about Mr. Shu. I don't like him. I really do not like him. Like I don't know if that is Mike talking about Mike, the YouTuber. I don't know if that's just because he influenced me too much, but I just don't like him. I feel like almost every episode I'm just like, why are you doing this? Why are you saying this? Why are you acting like this? Like I was getting so irritated. I think at the beginning I wasn't like that, but now I'm like starting to get like that every episode. I'm just like I'm kind of over it. Kind of over him. And then Emma, I know she has OCD and oh my gosh, so they just got engaged. And I was getting so mad. The fact that Mr. Shu literally said, what did he say? He was like, I don't know if I can handle this, or I don't know, something. It was literally when he was going to propose to her. Like, she was about to ask him to marry her, because he wasn't asking her before. And then he says that, and I mean, you could tell that it hurt her acting wise, but then just like thinking if somebody said that to me, like I would be hurt. So I just could not believe that. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, Emma, for your sake, please do not like break up with him. Get him out of your life. There's no way. There's just no way. Like, you're not gonna be in a relationship with him. You're not gonna get married to him. Like, how could he say that? It just minimized like everything else that he's done in the past. Excuse me. It minimized everything that he's done in the past because it's like you don't even think that any of this is gonna help. You don't even think that anything is gonna work. You think that she's just like a helpless case. Like, guys, no. That was honestly my last straw with him. And of course, now they're engaged and she's gonna marry him, or I don't know, maybe something changed later. But as of right now, it seems like she's gonna marry him, even though he said that horrible thing to her. And I'm upset about it. Oh, um, I miss Becky. Becky, I like her. Right now, she's like in her very, very confident era. And she asked, oh my gosh, I forgot about Artie. Oh my gosh, I'm remembering who else I forgot. Okay, so Becky, she's like in her very, very confident era. She just asked out Artie. And oh wow, I really did miss people. Okay. Um, she asked out Artie and she was like, she was just ready. And he just couldn't handle her. Like, that's what it was. He just couldn't handle her. And then Artie, don't really have too much to say on Artie. He, I guess, I don't know. Artie is just Artie. Neutral. I'm neutral about him. I literally cannot. Okay, there's Mike Chang, and then the girl that he's dating. Oh gosh. Okay, that couple. I don't really have an opinion about them either. I just know that Mike likes to dance, and his girlfriend faked having a speech impediment or a stutter. She faked having a stutter, and I don't know, like they really just did not do anything with that storyline besides say like, oh, I faked it, and then that was it. Like, that's not okay. Next character is Sam. I think it's Sam Evans. I loved when he came in and just had that whole Justin Bieber look when like Justin Bieber was, I don't even know, like a teenager. Was he a teenager when he started getting famous, or like 12 or 13 or something? But he had that Justin Bieber look, and I just love that. Like, that was just so fun. And then they did the Justin Bieber episode where everybody was just singing Justin Bieber songs, or maybe he was just singing Justin Bieber songs. I don't particularly remember, but I really, really loved that episode. Definitely, like, we were doing karaoke in that episode. Definitely, I liked that part of him, or like that time of him. I don't even know how to word it. But then the next part where he cut his hair, and I don't know if he cut his hair when he came back or if he cut his hair before he left. Whenever it was, I guess it doesn't really matter. But the time I'm referring to right now is going to be the time since he's come back from moving away. So I really like this time for him too, because not just because of his haircut, but because of his progress and like his personality and what he's like now. I feel like he's really matured and just started like advocating for himself and being more confident and comfortable in who he is, and yeah, just being more confident. And I really hope that him and Mercedes start dating again. I'm just super happy that he's trying to date her again and using like confidence tactics to get there. But I don't think he's doing it in a way where it's like overly cocky and it's like, yeah. you're gonna be with me. And it's just kind of very controlling. I don't think it's in that way. So I think he's doing a good job where it's just, I have confidence that you're gonna realize that we're supposed to be together, and I'm just hopeful that you come to that realization, but I'm not going to force that on you. And oh, Coach Beast. Coach Beast, I accidentally heard a little spoiler from Mike's video, but I know Coach Beast transitions, so that's a big storyline that I haven't gone to yet. But right now, I don't think that there has been too much storylines that involve Coach Beast with like super heavy topics. I know that when Coach Beast first started there, though, there was like that bullying and exclusion from Coach Sylvester, and Mr. Shu like was kind of in on it too. I don't even know why. I can't even remember the reason why. But I am happy that at least Coach Beast and Mr. Shu are friends, because I really like Coach Beast. Like, Coach Beast is just such a sweetheart, and I just love Coach Beast. So I'm happy that there is no more exclusion or meanness, bullying, none of that from like some of the key cast members. And I hope that's all of the characters. I swear if I forgot somebody, it's not because I just hate them. It's just because I didn't write a list and I should have. I thought I would have just known all of them, but apparently not. So, content wise, I am liking Glee. I think that it is a fun show, and I really enjoy listening or watching them because of the songs. So a lot of the times I'm just doing karaoke with the episodes. So it's kind of just like getting to sing with your friends, if that makes sense. Even though I wouldn't consider all of them my friends, it's still getting to sing with other people, and it's you're sitting there watching it alone, but you're not alone. Like, I'm singing with people. It's not just me singing by myself. And that's really fun for me. I love to sing, and it's just fun having other people with you. Okay, I just realized that I did forget two other characters. I forgot about Puck. And Puck, I was super impressed. I think they were doing a rock and roll episode, or maybe it was like a rock episode. I don't know. They were doing an episode or just songs that were different, like they weren't pop music, and Puck did such a good job. His vocals were so good. I was so impressed. I was like, okay, he has a range, like he can do different genres. I was super happy to see that it's not just like he can only do this type of music. He can do a number of things. So vocally I was impressed. And Puck is just like Puck is just Puck. I feel like he's a representation of like that one bad boy that you know, but I honestly don't feel like he is how other TV shows portray a bad boy. I feel like he's a little bit more mellow. Like, I'm thinking of some instances where he's definitely not, but I just feel like generally overall I feel like he is a little bit more mellow than other characters and other TV shows. I feel like in other TV shows, people are just like absolutely ruthless, or just like super cold hearted almost, or at least on the outside. They have a cold exterior. Where with Puck, he's a little bit more able to, oh my gosh, excuse me. He's a little bit more able to express his emotions outwardly, and it's not all just inside. And so I think that he is a good character, but I wouldn't say that he's necessarily like your stereotypical TV show bad boy. Quinn Fabray, that whole storyline where she like changed her name because and like got plastic surgery because she was overweight. I didn't really like that. I don't know. It just didn't really sit right with me, and I don't know. I think the whole point of it was just like digging up dirt on her, and that's kind of how it came to light. But I just don't like it. It was not a particularly one of my favorite storylines. Her getting pregnant was a pretty big storyline, and I will say that there has been a lot of continuation with it. Like, even now that the baby has been born and you know, the baby's already been born, like, she's not just pregnant, she already has a child. They've done a good job with continuing the storyline in a way that's not like, we're gonna just drag this out to drag this out. There's actual, like, the adoption thing and regretting it, or just not necessarily liking her past decision to let her baby be adopted. I think that that was a good thing to include. And also, the lady who adopted her baby, there was this conversation that they were having where it was like, just because you gave birth to her doesn't mean that you're her mom. And I think that that is a good thing to remember when you're thinking or talking or engaging with people who are adopted. A lot of times, I think people who are adopted will say that, like, other people will always say, yeah, but who are your real parents? Who is your real mom? Who's your real dad? Like, that kind of stuff. And it's not what you really should be saying. I mean, their real parents are their parents. Just because they weren't conceived by the same people doesn't mean that the people who raised them and are caring for them, the people that they call their parents, are not their parents. They're just different people. There are birth parents and then there are the parents. And I think that that was just a good message, what that character in Glee said, because it is a reminder of that just because you gave birth to a child doesn't necessarily mean that you are the only person who can be the mom or be the dad of that child. And I don't want to say that and have people who have given their children up for adoption. I don't want to minimize their role. If it was an open adoption and the birth parent or the birth parents have a role in that child's life, then you have a role in that child's life. But if it's a closed adoption and the birth parents don't have a connection or a relationship with the child or the children, then, don't try to take power away from the people that actually are raising and caring for that child. That is their kid. Yes, you gave birth to them, but that is their kid. Okay. I want to do a video on the Fosters. That whole conversation I had right now just made me think of the Fosters. I absolutely love that show. Definitely want to make a video on that. So I'm going to write that down once I'm done filming. I also just remembered about Jesse, the guy that Rachel used to date. Oh, he was so cute. He also had such a good voice. I think is he like 2 years older than her? Or 2 grades above her? He's in college, but he like dropped out or he flunked because oh my gosh, I think the line was, I thought people were supposed to do work for you. I thought I was just supposed to sing. I think that was the line. That was so like relatable. He came back for an episode or two, or maybe more. I think he was filming or like producing a play with Artie. Maybe it was Coach Beast. He was doing something, and so he came back for a little bit. But the time where he was still in school and they went to, I think it's called McKinley High. I think that's the name of the school where like all the main characters go to. Um, when he came with his glee club and he put an egg on Rachel, like my jaw actually dropped. I was like, he's not gonna do it. Like he cannot actually do that. And he did. Jaw dropped. I was in disbelief. I was like, everything that I thought about you is gone. No. Like that just changed everything. And I was really sad about that moment. So I guess I don't have a good opinion on his character now that I know what he did. But before he did that, I didn't like his character. And he was a little cocky, but he could be sweet. Let me know your favorite characters from Glee. Let me know your favorite storylines from Glee. Up until season 2, I'd probably say, I mean, not season 2, season 3. Yeah, up until season 3. And then maybe I'll do another video where I talk about like my thoughts once the show is over, once I finish the last season. Let me know your favorite characters, at least as of season 3, and your favorite storylines as of season 3, just so that I don't get any spoilers. And I hope that the show doesn't go downhill, because Mike also said that it kind of just goes downhill a little bit after season 3. So I hope I can push through and watch the whole thing. Fingers crossed. But yeah, let me know anything in the comments. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. In my opinion, he's like, I don't know if I can handle. What on earth are people doing over here? Okay.